Dear students, welcome to another lecture in Elements of Machine Design. Today we will discuss about the aesthetic considerations in machine design. You see, any product that we buy in the market, it has a purpose. It has to perform a particular function for us, and it should satisfy us. Otherwise, we won't buy it. So there is a relation between that product or that machine or that equipment with us who are the customers, because it is capable of doing some function. For example, if there is a fridge, a refrigerator, a domestic refrigerator, it helps us by preserving our fruits and vegetables. Our vegetables, if we keep outside in 1 or 2 days, they may get spoiled, or they may not be in a usable condition. But if we keep in the refrigerator for a whole week, they will keep them fresh. If we keep our ice cream outside, in 1 or 2 hours it melts away. But in the refrigerator, you can keep it for 1 week, no problem. Okay, so we have a relationship with the fridge. Nowadays we cannot be without a refrigerator in the house. Okay, so it is doing a function for us. A functional requirement of that product is bringing fridge and us together. Now we cannot think of ourselves getting separated from the fridge. Okay, see, similarly, but if you see, there are a number of fridges. There is a fridge of Godrej, there is a fridge of Kelvinator, there is a fridge of Whirlpool, and so many other companies' products are there in the fridges. And those also small, big, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, like that. You see, there are a number of products having same qualities of efficiency, durability, and cost. Hence, so then what you will buy? Then when you go to the market, if everything is same, cost is same, performance is same, efficiency is same, durability for how many years it will last, everything is same, then you will be attracted towards what is more attractive to me, what is more appealing to me, which color is drawing me. That is what you see about. Okay, so the parameters that are considered by a customer while selecting the product, you see, this is the first thing that everybody should be able to do its functional performance. That is one thing. Then afterwards we'll see whether is it long lasting or only for few days as China products. How is the next is appearance. How is it looking? Is it attractive? Is it catching the eye? Then service support available. Is it serviceable? You see, when I bought a car, I was in a remote place, in a small city. Then my thought was, if I buy some products, international MNCs like Hyundai and the Ford and other things, and in my village, in my town, if the service center is not there, what will I do? So rather, I better buy a car which can be serviced in our city. So therefore, I went for Maruti Suzuki, because Suzuki service centers are almost in all the taluka levels and small places. Okay, see, this is one of the things. If you buy a mobile phone also, you will think, can it be serviced in if it gets damaged? If it is cannot be, then though you are attracted to it, you will not buy it. See, you will not be traveling to other city for repairing it or getting it serviced. Then what is the initial cost and running cost, and whether the comfort to the users, whether it is comfortable to use it. uh, then ability to withstand adverse conditions. Sometimes some things are waterproof. You see, if, some people know who are most frequently going to water, they may say, oh, I want something waterproof things. Okay, like that, because that can withstand the water. Okay, some maybe temperature proof and such things. So those are the things. So all this considering now, see, this word aesthetics is defined as a set of principles of beauty. You see, aesthetic you associate with beauty. Okay, it deals with the appearance of the product, how it looks. You see, here, we are not talking about whether it can do the work or not. See, all washing machines wash the clothes. Okay, but you will be attracted towards one particular thing. Okay, why? Because it is catching your eye. Okay, the growing realization of the need of aesthetic considerations in product design gave rise to separate discipline known as industrial design. So, you see, actually, previous class, we were discussing about ergonomic considerations. Initially, ergonomic considerations were not part of machine design. Now, ergonomic considerations became part of design. And now, aesthetic considerations also became part of machine design. So all these things put together, now instead of machine design, we'll call it as industrial design. Industrial designer is to create new forms and shapes which are aesthetically pleasing. It should be pleasing. For example, the chromium plating of the automobile component. You see, but for example, in your house, you have your gas stove. The gas stove, see, when a few years back, that used to become just a cast iron gas stove we used to get. And it used to get rust, and it used to be just painted with some color and all. See, nowadays what these things are all chromium plated. Chromium plated means it will appear as though it is a stainless steel thing. So it will be appearing like a stainless steel, and on and it will be on the surface, it will provide corrosion resistance, and uh, it will have it will be easy to clean. Okay, similarly, these automobile components, which are chromium plated, they appear like stainless steel. They improve the corrosion resistance. Appearance also is improved. Then aerodynamic shape of the automobile improves the performance as well, you see, and it gives you a pleasing appearance. Okay, now, next comes to the guidelines in aesthetic design. Guidelines in aesthetic design, you see, the appearance should contribute to the performance of the product. That is the first guideline. You see, like aerodynamic shape in the automobile. Is it just because, aerodynamic shape? Do you know what aerodynamic shape is? I'll show. You see, aerodynamic shape means, you see, when this air is coming like this, if it is straight like this, our buses, you see, the air is coming and hitting. The car is moving in this direction. The air is coming and hitting, and it is always trying to push the bus or car, backwards. Whereas, if you provide some streamlined way to form, instead of making it like a box like this, by providing this shape, the air is finding a free space to go. So such kind of design is called as aerodynamic design. See, like the aerodynamic shape of the automobile will decrease the air resistance and increase the fuel efficiency. Okay, and the fuel consumption is reduced. So somebody was advertising their bus, our bus can give you 2 kilometers more distance per every liter, like that. The appearance should reflect the function of the product. That is, aerodynamic shape of the car indicates the speed. The appearance should reflect the quality of the product. Just by looking at that, we should be able to say, oh, this is a quality product. And the appearance should not be too much of extra cost, unless it is a prime requirement. You see, just because to make it attractive, we should not. It should not become very costly. Otherwise, people will not buy. Okay, if it is that primary requirement is me. If it is a main requirement, and you have to shell out money, then it is okay. But actually, no. From the beginning of the design of the machine, if you are looking at beauty also, then no, it is incorporated into the design, and it will not cost much. The appearance should be suitable to the environment in which the product is used. So it should be environment friendly also. The appearance should be achieved by effective and economic use of the material. So the material should be properly economically used, and it should be achieved. Okay. Now aspects of aesthetic design. Okay, like in fashion, the outward appearance of the product has undergone many changes over the years. The various aspects of the aesthetic design are as below. Yeah. Now see, aspects of aesthetic design. See, one is you should look at shape. How the shape is. Is it step form, or is it taper form? Is it shear form, or streamline form, sculpture form? You see, we will discuss each and everything one by one afterwards. Okay, then the color, variety, style, continuity, contrast, symmetry and balance, material and surface finish, impression purpose and proportion. Okay, now first thing that we will see is the is what? The shape. Okay, see, in shape, no, there are five basic shapes of the product, namely these five that we are listed here: step form, taper form, shear form, streamline form and sculpture form. Okay, so the external shape of any product can be given is on the basis of one or two or combination of these basic forms. You see, in this figure you can see the step form means this is the step form. Okay, what are they saying about the step form? The step form is a stepped structure having vertical accent. It is similar to the shape of a multi-story building. So your product can be in this form, step form. It can be in the taper form. Taper form consists of tapered blocks or tapered cylinders. This is called taper. Here, this side is taper. This side is taper. It is not, in the vertical accent. It is in the tapered accent. Okay, you know then shear form has a square outlook, like you see here they have shown it as shear form. And then some sculpture form means, like it consists of ellipsoids, paraboloids and hyperboloids. And then it is a streamline form, as we have seen with the car. Okay, these are the basic types of product shapes or forms. Okay, coming to the next thing, which is size. Okay, size is, you see, initially when the mobile phone came, it was in the size of a brick. ईंट के जितना बड़ा था बोले. Okay, now due to miniaturization, that means the things are becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. The miniaturization of the advanced technology developed in electronics and other fields, the designer can now use previously unacceptable housing or integrated items, so freeing them from many design considerations. The new design of telephone is an example of integrating the entire telephone circuitry in a single component, providing good balance, proportion, ergonomic styling. This freedom of design is now manifest in the choice. The design of mobile phones is the best example. You see, even when we talk about televisions, in the beginning, how they used to be, like big fat things, even computer monitors, that CRT, cathode ray tubes, they used to use in the olden pictures. You see now how become the computer screens have become. You see everything they have, even your laptops initially they used to be very bulky. Nowadays they have reduced. Okay, like that, they have been, the sizes. It should be one thing, it should be handy, and it should be portable, and also at the same time it should look good. uh, okay, next, size we have seen. Size, again it is repeating here. Okay, no problem. Okay, color. Next, color is one of the major important factor to the aesthetic appeal of the product. See, it creates interest. Sometimes I was telling you some time back about how Microsoft people, they do research in what colors they should use for their different software backgrounds and everything. See, see why that eliminates eye fatigue. Colors eliminate eye fatigue also, and it assists memory. If something is made of some color, you should be able to remember for many days that, oh, such type of color. Then directing attention, some colors direct, attract the people. They say if anything is pink, ladies are attracted towards it. Okay, like that. The choice of color should be compatible with the conventional idea of the operator. Whoever is the operator, he should, whatever conventional idea he has, it should be in accordance with it. It should be compatible with it. Okay, say Morgan has suggested the meaning of colors as in the table here. The table given here is some Morgan. Morgan means maybe say one of the people who worked on aesthetics. Okay, colors. Red. Red we always know it is for danger or anything hazardous, or hot. Every hot thing. See, this is the here when we were talking about the conventional idea of the operator. We always think of red. Red lights are there in the traffic signals. When trains are also, if the track red signal comes, they will stop, like that. You see, red is always, one thing is red has a large wavelength. That's why from distance you can see. Okay, another thing is, we our from the beginning we have been accustomed to seeing red as the color of blood. It's a danger, hazard, and hot. Okay, second is orange. Orange is possible danger. Orange. Then yellow is caution. Caution, सतर्क करने वाली चीज. Okay, green is safety. Okay, blue is caution, cold. Caution on yellow also is caution, but yellow is caution on the hot side, and this is on the cold side. Caution. And gray is dull. Some of the unmachined parts in your castings and all, they are colored gray. Okay, there are three fundamental colors: yellow, blue, and red. By the combination of these three colors, different types of colors can be obtained that give you lightness and darkness. These are the three basic colors in the world: yellow, blue, and red. So all the other colors you can get by combining those colors. Okay. Okay. Next we come to symmetry and balance. You see, this is an symmetry means what? If there is a central axis like this, whatever is on the left side, it is the right side also. You see, human being is symmetric about y-axis. If I draw as y-axis, one hand is there on the left and the hand is there on the right. That is, I am symmetric about y-axis. I am not symmetric about x-axis. Okay, like that. This is such an arrangement is called symmetric. Some things look good if they are made symmetric, and this is asymmetric. The asymmetric means not symmetric and unbalanced. You see, all these controls are on one side, on the other side very few controls, and asymmetrical but balanced. This asymmetrical unbalanced means only one side more controls are there. Here, different controls are there on different sides, but it is not symmetrical. Such things are called asymmetrical. This is how the control panels can be arranged. You see, symmetry suggests a state of order, but asymmetry can create a greater sense of interest. You see, some people may be liking symmetric things. The moment you see something symmetric, it appears like everything is in order. But going beyond symmetry, some of the asymmetric things can create a great sense of interest. Both have been used successfully in architecture, in buildings and other things, from the outside appearance, they create interest. Okay, they have been used. Symmetrical arrangement of identical components on board contributes to impression of order and tidiness. It will appear neat and clean if you properly use symmetric arrangement. Okay, the computer is an example of functional requirements to that led to the use of asymmetrical arrangement. This um, creates visual attraction. You see, if your keyboard, you see, it is not symmetric, it is asymmetric, but still, you know, it is a good example of functional requirements, and it creates visual attraction also. Okay, now coming to the next thing, that is material and surface finish. You see, our machine, our product, whatever we have made, of what material it is made of, and how the surface finishes. Is it smooth finish or rough finish? That also contributes to the appearance, how it looks. See, the production of smooth and harder surface is necessary for greater strength, and bearing load is dependent upon the property of the material. The materials like stainless steels give better appearance than the cast iron, plain carbon steels, low alloy steels. You see, these other steels, like cast iron, plain carbon steel, they have dull colors, whereas stainless steel has good, shiny surface, metallic shining surface. See, that's why I told you in gas stoves, nowadays they are giving electroplating, so it appears like a stainless steel. Only on the outside coating they will give. Um, okay, so it adds to the appearance. It is found that the bearing properties, wear properties, and fatigue life of any machine component have directly related to surface texture. We have studied about fatigue life. See, the cracks originate if the surface is not smooth. On the surface, they will originate. See, and wear and bearing properties and all these things are related to surface texture. The surface should be made smooth. Hence, to increase the life of any machine component subject to various types of loads, the working and non-working surfaces must be given a very good finish. Okay, so as far as possible, we can give good surface finish. The components of the products with better surface finish are always aesthetically pleasing. Anything smooth surface, no, it will give good pleasing appearance, aesthetically pleasing. The surface coatings like spray painting you can do. You see, even ordinary painting and spray painting, there is so much difference. Spray painting will give such a fine, look. Whereas with a brush, if you are painting, you won't get such a good thing. Electroplating, anodizing, etc. greatly enhance or increase the aesthetic appeal of the product. And then impression and purpose. You see, the product, if it is properly aesthetically designed, you see here, you know, an example is there. You see, there is a lever. This lever, throughout of the same cross section, it is made on both the arms, And so when you look at it, it gives a impression of weakness. It is not that it won't do the work, it will do the work, but the impression is it gives an impression of weakness. Whereas if it is tapered like this, it gives an impression of strength in the mind. It is all in the mind, how we look at it. Okay, people are programmed like that over many years. Even you see, naturally, if you look at all also, if the trees is there, how in the bottom it is the thick, and while it goes up, it will be narrowing, tapering. Okay, that gives a strength, you see. Then this also, you see, this gives an impression of instability. Whereas here, if you rather do it like this with a wider base and a narrower top, then it gives a impression of stability. Okay, and this, yeah, we have on this. Okay, then contrast. Contrast means distinction between adjacent elements of the product. Contrast means one product should be given one color, the other should be given completely different color, or clear different characteristics. Okay, see, the contrast improves the appearance of the product. Sometimes we will be wearing fully the same dress, top shirt also white color, and pant also white color. Okay, that is not contrast. See, if pant is white and shirt is brown, you see, they are nowhere match, they are nowhere similar color, but they are called contrast color. For looking also it will appear good, like that. The choice of colors can be particularly important. The contrast improves the appearance of the product. So in some places, contrast improves. Okay, different parts, elements can be made different. Okay, variety. Variety is particularly important in marketing range, like refrigerators, fans, stereo systems. If you have just only one refrigerator, you have. You see, you should be having different varieties, then only people will buy. Varieties are also part of your aesthetic considerations. Then continuity. Continuity means a product which has good continuity of element is aesthetically pleasing. Continuity is thus associated with the order and tidiness of the product. For example, a fillet radius at the change of cross section. See, now here two limbs are there. Uh, okay, two are joined like this by maybe by welding or something, but the thing is are casting. Okay, here now it is sharp turn is there, so there is continuity is lost. Whereas if you provide fillet radius here, you see, the if you come across like this, you will smoothly move like this, so the continuity is maintained. Okay, so this fillet radius gives a better appearance than this poor appearance without the this thing, fillet radius. Okay, then style. Style is a visual quality of the product which is set apart from the rest of the functional identical products. Good style with skillful work increases the product attraction. Ultimately, what your customer should buy your product. That is your main goal. Then the last thing is proportion. See, the proportion is concerned with the relationship in size between the connected component or elements of item. You see, in case of spanner, you see, spanner could have been made like this also. This you can open the nut. But the thing is, if you make a spanner like this, you see, nobody will be attracted towards it. Whereas nowadays, what we see in the market is like this, people are attracted. Okay, so this is aesthetically pleasing. Okay, this is all about aesthetic considerations. We will stop here. I think with this we have finished the first chapter. Thank you.